Hi, this is Craig from Craig's Gun Channel. In today's uncertain times, it's more important than ever to make sure your assets are protected. That's why I have partnered with Genesis Gold Group. Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis that our top economists are saying is at our doorsteps? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns by putting your IRA back on the gold standard. With a multi-trillion-dollar trade deficit and geopolitical instability, experts say now is the time to make the switch. Find out how to safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA. Protect your retirement today with one simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call Genesis Gold Group today at 1-800-200-GOLD and find out how you can add precious metals to your IRA. That's 800-200-4653, or visit us at craigsgold.com. Genesis Gold Group, empowering faith-driven stewardship. And we're at the range today with the KSG410. Going to go ahead and take some shots. This is initial out-of-the-box opinion. We got several people here today who are going to go ahead and just take some shots with it and see what we think about it. We're going to follow up with some more in-depth reviews on this, kind of go through some ammo choices, things like that. For right now, it's just see what we think of it as far as functionality, make sure it actually functions. Like I said, this is just out of the box. First time it's even had rounds down the tube. So we'll go ahead and take some shots and see how we do. And I'm shooting a 3-inch. This is a 7.5 shot, 3-inch Magnum shells. Holds 6 in the tube when they're 3-inch. If you do the 2 3/4, it holds 7 in the tubes. And then you could put 1 in the chambers, you could hold 15 rounds. With the 3-inch, you could put 12 in the tubes and 1 in the chamber and have a total of 13. So we'll go ahead and switch over to the other tube and go ahead and take some more shots here. And that should be it. Overall, I kind of like it. Recoil isn't too bad. The 12 gauge version obviously recoils a lot more than 410, but these are the Magnum shot shells, so they do recoil a little bit more than just regular 410, but it's 410, so it's not horrible, not hideous. So we'll go ahead and load it up, get another shooter out here, and see what they think.
Let's check her out. Oh. That is kind of fun.
Switch over. Kind of like it. Okay, so going to switch it up a little bit. This is 3-ball or 3-pellet, however you want to go, triple-aught buck. Going to go take some shots with that and see how it does. Do want to take this opportunity to thank our friends at Splatterburst Targets. They provide the targets to the channel, so appreciate that. Good visual indicator of where things are hitting. Of course, we're pretty much turning them all yellow at this point. This will be a little bit different now that we're just shooting 3 pellets, so we'll go ahead and take a look, see what it does.
That's going on the video.
A little bit of a flinch there. Hey, when you have a safety, you gotta turn it off first. I believe we only loaded the 5 in there. So overall, that's not bad. I have to say, even though this is the triple-aught, buckshot, not nearly as much recoil. Almost disappointing about the amount of recoil. So we'll go ahead and load up some more and see what everyone else thinks.
There's no recoil.
Yeah, practically none.
It is disappointing. Compared to the what was it, birdshot before?
Yeah, it was just birdshot before.
Oh man, you gotta be kidding me.
Ouch.
Oh, one more bullets.
Can I have some more, please?
Yeah.
So what'd you think of that recoil?
Oh my goodness, yeah, it wasn't any. Man, my wife would love this gun. I'll tell you what. Let me load it.
There we go.
Red.
All right.
Now we're going ahead. We've been shooting. We switched up to some slugs. They're just 1/4 ounce, 3-inch Magnum slugs. Go ahead and take some shots. The accuracy seems to not be the best that we've seen so far. It seems to be shooting kind of low, so trying to adjust for it. Then, you get what you get. But so we'll go ahead and take a look. You put one in the chamber?
No.
Okay. So we're out the range today with the Kel-Tec KSG410. We all took some shots with it. This is just sort of an initial thoughts video. Like I said, we're going to be going more in depth and doing some ammunition checks and things like that to see what works, what doesn't with it. But as far as just out of the box, we just kind of wanted to get people's opinions of it. So I guess we'll start. Evan, why don't you lead off?
Okay. I liked it. I don't have a whole lot of utility for it other than a home defense, maybe for a older person or a woman. It's nice and light, doesn't have much recoil with the 410. It's nice bullpup tight, so you can maneuver corners inside your house. Something I didn't like about it was the loading ramp of getting the actual shells in it. It holds what, 13 and 15 depending on the length of the shell. Is that right?
Depending on the length of the shell, 13 or 15 max.
15.
Yeah.
So you could, in theory, be ready for an extended engagement. But once you have to sit there and reload, it took a long time in between our shoots to actually get that thing reloaded. And we were only trying to put in 3 to 5 at a time.
Yep.
So that's what I hate about this gun. Would I buy one? Probably not. Not even for $550, $600. I probably wouldn't buy one.
All right. Steve?
The whole idea of a home defense gun, I like that idea here with this particular weapon. I think it is affordable as opposed to some of the other guns that are available out there. However, we also have, that was a great point, you talked about elderly folks. I remember my mom was trying to lift a 357 and that was not going to work for her. But this one I do like. I like the fact that you don't have that long barrel on a shotgun, and you can get around the corners, you can just shoot and be safe on that. So my comment bad against this too is it is very difficult to put shells in the chamber, you know, especially if you're under duress and needing to reload. So I'm going to look around and see what else is available on the market.
Steve?
Well, I gotta say, I liked it. I agree with both these guys. The reloading of it was just absolutely terrible, but the action actually was very nice. It was very easy to rack. I think this would be a great weapon for my wife. She's smaller, so I think she could handle this very well. I thought it shot pretty good. I love the sight on it. You know, I could pick up that triangle pretty easy. Yeah, I liked it. I wouldn't buy it for myself, but I probably would buy one for my wife.
Cool. All right. Here, Dale, you can go ahead and keep hold of it. What do you think?
I mean, I thought it was a good gun. I don't like the loading. I don't like the fact that when you shoot it, I mean, in your home defense situation, you're going through, you're not counting how many rounds you're shooting. So your next shot may be an empty, and then you have to, you know, swap over to the other chamber. So that would be a little cumbersome. But I mean, as far as home defense, I think it's a light gun. You're not gonna, it's not very heavy. So somebody that maybe having trouble pulling a pistol trigger or, you know, maneuvering that, they could, you know, this would be a better option for them. But it's a fun gun. I mean, I wouldn't buy one, but because there's other options out there, but it was fun shooting.
Okay. Well, I kind of agree with bits and pieces of what everyone said. It is a lightweight firearm, so someone of smaller stature or maybe just someone who's older, doesn't have the muscle strength anymore, I think they'd definitely be able to handle it. Shot in choice would be dependent then. The first shots we shot actually it had some recoil, so someone who, if this is all they could handle, that might be too much recoil for them. Although the triple-aught buck, there was practically no recoil at all. So if you can hold the gun up, you'll be able to shoot it.
And it still held a decent pattern.
It held a good pattern. We all shot
on the Buckshot,
all shot pretty good with that. Things I don't like, I agree. The loading it,
hideous.
It's hideous, and part of that is they can't get away from that. The design of it, the loading ports are kind of buried up in there.
Just a small
it's
modification, some sort of a slide into it, like an angled slide would help immensely.
Yeah, you would think that there'd be something that could guide the shell better than what's in there, because as it is, it jams up. If you were trying to do a tactical load while moving, good luck.
Yeah, right.
Exactly, that could happen.
Yeah.
I think it had, the reason it had trouble with the Russian loads was it was a metal shroud. Okay.
And I think Steve said it too. I think the dimensions are just slightly different on those.
Okay.
Because it barely dimpled it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put some of the footage in there.
Let's try these slugs, see what they do. I don't know. All right, see what happens. I don't know, guys.
You dimple it too? Try one more, and if it doesn't work, we're done. I would say these just have hard primers. We tried to shoot the Russian sabot shells, and it's a bomb. Happens everywhere. We had some Russian sabot shells. It just would not fire those. I was hoping to be able to shoot quite a few of those because I have a lot of them. Apparently, I'm going to have them forever. Things I liked about it, it's lightweight, good onboard ammo capacity. To Dale's point, you've got one tube for sure with no problems. Remembering to switch that second tube, because if you don't remember, it means you're on an empty chamber, and that means you're going to have to hit that other button to be able to pull the slide back. So practice. That's what solves that, actually, is just practice to get familiar with it. I struggle with 410. Now, don't get me wrong, 410 has come a long way over the years. There's some really good 410 defensive ammo out there that's out there now. We're going to run some of that through their paces in another video, but it's still 410.
Yeah.
I mean, is this possible to use as a self-defense firearm? I think it is. Would it be what I would pick? I personally wouldn't. No, I think there's a lot better alternatives out there that are even easier to use, more ammo capacity, but they usually cost more.
No, yeah.
So, you know, budget is a thing.
But ammo does cost.
And
less.
ammo, that's true. The ammo, 410 ammo is expensive for what you're getting.
$1 a pull versus a quarter.
$1 a pull versus a quarter a pull, yeah. So, you know, there's that to, you know, contend with as well. And as we just said, if you have to practice with it to get good, that practice is going to cost you more.
That's true.
So, but, no, go ahead.
I was going to say 1.5 out of 5 stars is, we started doing that towards the
I think
I'm at
you're 1.5. What are you at?
Being a rookie, I'll give it a 3.
Well, I had a lot of fun with it, to be quite honest. I would give it a 4. I mean, I had fun with it. The utility, practicality of it, no, but the fun, that's why it gets a 4. It was a lot of fun.
I'd give it a 2.5.
2.5?
The loading was not fun. Like
It's not fun.
like I could envision like an easy aftermarket maybe somebody could think of that would fit in here that would replace that and make it easier. But
Yep.
the way it comes stock, you know.
And I remember seeing something for the KSG410 gauge,
Yeah.
that they made something like that, an aftermarket thing. So there might be one out there for a 410. Honestly, I haven't looked. That would really help.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and give it 4 also. And like Steve, part of that, or a big part of it, is the fact it is just fun to shoot,
Yeah.
especially with that triple-aught buck. That's actually
right,
just,
right.
you can shoot that stuff all day long, except it's going to bankrupt you.
1.5 range is fun to shoot.
It's what, so your 1.5 is just the fun part.
Yeah, I think it's still too expensive for 410. The utility, you're dropping at least $1 per round. There's just so many things that
A lot of negatives with
I
it.
would go to 200 different guns in the same price range before I bought that. So,
Okay, that's fair.
that's why I had the 1.5. It was fun.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and wrap up there with it. We got kind of a mixed bag on it. I don't know what that averages out to be. Probably around a 3. So a 3 is 60%. So that's a good D grade.
Passing.
So it's passing. It's passing. So, you know, it is what it is. I think it's an interesting gun. Kel-Tec comes out with some really cool, interesting stuff. And okay, I don't want to be a Kel-Tec hater. I love Kel-Tec. I think they're really innovative. I struggle with the quality of the firearm. So to me, that's another detriment with it. I don't know if I would want to rely on a Kel-Tec anything as my primary self-defense weapon.
Yeah.
I know there's people that do. So the Kel-Tec lovers that are out there, feel
Bring
free
the
to
hate.
bring the hate, light us up. It's right up there with the high points because we kind of all have the similar opinion with those.
I'd still buy this before a high point.
So, well, you're really KDS is really going to be lighting this one up. So we'll go ahead and wrap up there. Stay tuned. We'll have some follow-up videos on this. We're going to test some different ammo. So if you did choose this for a self-defense firearm, what could you hope to expect to get out of it? And that's what we're going to test there. We'll do some ballistic gel stuff, some velocities. So you can, if this is going to be it, let's try to find the best ammo to use for that. So for now, we'll go ahead and wrap up. So until next time, stay safe.